Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna make onion soup. And onion soup is one of my family's favorite. I actually have an uncle who makes it for New Year's Day every year, but it's filled with butter and things that aren't so good for you. So I wanted to make a whole food plant-based version of it that's still delicious and creamy and satisfying. So that's what I did for you guys. So this has been such a huge hit at home. My husband gave it the stamp of approval. I've had family members give it the stamp of approval. So now you guys have to try it and let me know. So we're gonna get started with the ingredients. You need 3 large onions that you've cut up. I have all of my onions in this very large pot right here, you can see. Now I did use red onions because they are the most nutritious. So anytime, I usually don't use white onions a lot when I cook personally. So this is 3 large red onions. If you have onions at home and they're not red, that's fine. Okay, it'll still work with another onion. I just really like red. You need 8 cups of vegetable broth, 4 cups of cooked potatoes. It doesn't matter what type of potatoes that you use for this. I've tried it with all different kinds. As long as you're not using sweet potatoes, you're gonna be in good shape. So just 4 cups of your favorite potato that you've already cooked and peeled, and you wanna just set that aside. We have half a cup of cashews, 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of miso. I use white miso. 1 lemon that we're going to juice, so just have 1 lemon here. 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of thyme, and 3/4 cups of nutritional yeast and 2 bay leaves. And that is it. It's pretty simple, right? Yeah. So this is my recipe, so I will have the measurements and everything written out in the description box. So if you guys just want to check that out and make this or watch all the way through, it's your choice. But I will have that linked below because this came straight from our kitchen and not a cookbook. But we're gonna get started. This is pretty easy. It takes around, I would say, 40 minutes to make. Depending on if you don't include chopping time, maybe an hour with including everything. So this is a really quick and easy and simple recipe that you can make for dinner and your family is gonna love, and you get so many great benefits from the potatoes and the onions. And I'm gonna go let my dogs out before we jump into this and really get cooking, but it already smells really good. All the onion cut. I didn't spare you guys me cutting the onion since it was a teary mess, but it smells really, really nice in here. And these 2 are making all the ruckus. Yeah, you guys can't make noise when I'm making a video. But I'm gonna let them out. Come on. This way. Go outside. You're also going to need a high-speed blender because we're going to blend up a creaminess to this so that we don't miss any of the butter or oil. If you've used it in your past, it'll still be nice and decadent and wonderful. So you do need a high-speed blender as well. If you don't have a high-speed blender, this will still work. You could even leave chunks of the potatoes in it. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to blend it all together to make it nice and creamy, but you can use an immersion blender. However you want to do it at home is totally fine. Just because I do it one way, it doesn't mean you guys have to do it exactly that way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to saute our onions with 1 cup of vegetable stock and just let them kind of start getting cooked. We're going to cook our onions mainly for around half an hour total, but we really want just to start browning them a little bit, and then we'll start adding our vegetable broth seasonings, making our cream, and getting started. So I'm going to move this to our stovetop and put it on medium to high heat, and just, with a spoon kind of keep stirring so it doesn't stick to the bottom. But I am going to saute this in vegetable broth. You don't have to use oil or butter or anything like that. You can totally use veggie stock, or you can even dry saute it if you want. This is the way I always saute at home. It only took about 5 minutes, so everything became nice and flexible, started to be translucent, it cooked down, and I went ahead and added the rest of our vegetable stock, and it smells so good. So in here I just have our cooked onions, our vegetable stock that we've had, and now I love this because we're just literally adding and dumping and then setting. So great. So we're gonna add our miso. This is to give it a salt substitute that we, naturally if you were gonna do this and you weren't whole food plant-based, you'd probably add sea salt. We're gonna add miso. It will disintegrate, which is awesome. We're also going to add our pepper and thyme. We're going to just give it a nice little stir. Wish you guys could smell this. It smells so yummy. Alright, we're also going to add our nutritional yeast, and this is going to be that cheesy flavor that we are looking for in an onion soup. Lots of times onion soups are served with like a little piece of bread and then the onion soup, and then they've put cheese on top and bake it. Well, you don't need that. This is going to be creamy and cheesy without it. So go ahead and add your nutritional yeast and give that a nice stir. Smells so yummy. Alright, and now our lemon, and then we're going to put our pot on our stove top. We're going to set it for a medium heat for around a half an hour covered. I'm also going to pop in our bay leaves. We will just remove those before you serve it. And we're going to make our cream. This is like so fast and simple. So go ahead and add your juice of 1 lemon to your soup. The lemon really helps brighten up the soup, I find. So make sure you don't want to forget that. You could also use like an apple cider vinegar if you don't have lemon on hand. Either really would work. I always have fresh lemon in our fridge. Alright, and we'll give that a nice stir. Make sure everything's nicely well combined. All those seasonings are in with the onion. Alright, now this is going to go on our stove top. It's going to cook at medium heat for around half an hour before we're ready to serve it. But we're going to make the cream and then add the cream to our pot while it cooks. I'm really looking forward to this. It already smells and looks really, really yummy. So I'm going to go throw this back on our stove top, and then we'll make the cream. To make the cream, all we're going to do is add water, or 1 cup water, our cashews that are raw, and our cooked potatoes. We did 4 cups of potatoes, and this is going to help thicken our soup. It's going to help make it that creaminess that we're looking for, and it's going to be really good. So go ahead and blend this guy up until everything is nice and smooth, and once I do that, I'll come back and check on it. And then we're going to add it to our soup while it cooks, and in half an hour I'm going to have a really great lunch. Once it's blended, it should look kind of like goop a little bit and should be really thick and creamy. We're going to go ahead and add this to our soup, and it's just going to help make it that nice delicious taste and, you know, make it really, really creamy without adding in actual cheese and cream. Once your soup is done simmering for around 30 minutes, I just turned it on low, kept the lid on, checked on every now and again. The color is fantastic. It looks like it's buttery and creamy and delicious, but you know that there's only good stuff in there for you. So I just plated me up a little bit of a bowl, and you also want the onions just to be really soft, that you can literally just bite into them. That's kind of how you know it's done. But look, it even looks like there's some stringed cheese from the potato a little bit. It already smells so good. Oh. Alright, so let's give this a nice bite. It does look like stringed cheese. It's kind of amazing. It's creamy. It's oniony, but not too oniony. It tastes delicious. It tastes like there is butter and milk and different things in it that make it, you know, all those flavor profiles that you might be missing in a traditional onion soup. But I know that there's only good stuff in here that have vitamins and minerals and are only going to make me healthier. So this is such a winner of a recipe. It makes a huge pot. It'll last you a long time, or you can share with friends. I'm totally going to be making this next year for New Year's and bringing it along. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe video. Again, all the measurements will be in the description box below, but this is a quick and easy soup recipe that we make all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't entered, we have just a couple more days to enter our last giveaway. I'll also have a link to that video that we posted that we're giving 5 people 5 whole food plant-based cookbooks. That's up on Friday at midnight, so make sure you enter. If you're not, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys next one, but I'm gonna go enjoy my onion soup. This is so yummy. Ugh. You can even put a piece of whole wheat bread and serve it over. Like, how cute and amazing would that be as well, and delicious. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.